I mean, kung top percentile siya dun sa class niya or the batch niya, I think I should give like a like benefit of the doubt to this candidate.
Kumbaga, case-to-case basis pa rin tayo.
Yeah. So it's again, it's one of the parameters that you should look at, but it's not the single thing that you should really look at for a candidate. No?
Welcome to Kaka Computer, where tech meets wit and wisdom. So our episode today is IT, ISCS grads. Do schools and grades still matter? So sa experience ko, typically, I am from the province of Nueva Ecija. So hindi naman siya ganun karaming schools na katulad dito sa Manila. Basically, sa tingin ko, it doesn't really matter kung anong school sa amin, sa part namin sa province kung kami titingin. But syempre pag may mga graduates coming from universities here in Manila, so ibang tingin. So I think sa pag-apply siguro ng trabaho may mga impact siya. But kung ako titingin as a manager, skills pa rin. Skills pa rin yung tinitingnan ko dito.
Sa akin naman, parang this year kasi naging part na ako ng hiring team ng group namin. So sa akin naman, pag ako nag-assess ng aplikante, kumbaga more parang on top na lang yung pagiging skilled, yung sa expertise niya. Ang tanong ko talaga is ano ba yung kunyari sa mga ano ba yung naging role mo sa previous company mo? Tapos ano yung ginawa mo doon? Ang nagmamatter kasi sa akin dito is yung kumbaga kung magiging fit ka ba dun sa team. Kumbaga yung chemistry, kung makakasundo ba kita, kasi in the long run.
Culture fit.
Yes, culture fit talaga. Kasi in the long run, siya yung magiging kasama mo eh. So sa akin, talaga yon. Kumbaga number one priority yung And yung sa school, kung nagmamatter ba yung school or grade, kumbaga based from my experience, nagmamatter na lang yun sa background check na lang eh.
Oh.
Diba? So yun. Ayun yung take ko dun.
Sige. Ako siguro, I came in from a very strict industry. I came from the financial and the banking.
Mm-hmm.
So for the school and grade, it do matter when you're really a fresh grad. But when you're an experienced professional, it doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We value more on the skills and the certifications.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, siguro I've been hiring for more than 10 years with the top banks. Nahihirapan kami kumuha minsan. There's no perfect candidate talaga in hiring. Usually, we get about the 70-80%. Usually, those are certified. And even though certified, minsan yung skill set, it doesn't. Pero as Sir said, the one point that really we're looking is the attitude for a team working. Especially working in very stressful environment na kagaya ng financials na zero downtime. It matters the attitude a lot.
Sa akin kasi, again, I'm on the other side of the aisle like you. I'm on the side where we hire people. No? So ako, I really look on the individual's merits. So I really look at the CV. So, like for example, if we're hiring for a software engineering role, of course it matters kung ano yung tech stack na alam nila.
Yes.
And also kung ano yung mga projects that they handled in the past. Kaya if you are hiring for a software engineering role, you have to identify parang if you're selling something, case studies.
Yes.
What are the projects that you did? If you already did something that's aligned with what we are doing and what we need, then of course, parang may mga points yun eh.
Yes. May points
Diba?
na agad.
And then, when it comes to schools, ako kasi, I reviewed hundreds, if not thousands of resumes. And nakikita ko sa mga schools na I have a mental note na already, sino yung mga schools na okay yung core syllabus.
Yes. Meron ganun.
Okay.
May mga
Okay.
center of excellence.
So for example,
Okay.
sige, I'll going to name the school na kasi they're really doing a good job. Like for example, DLSU.
Yes.
So marami sa kanila talagang exposed sa AI. No. And I think based na rin sa mga discussions ko sa mga colleagues ko, like hindi ka talaga gagraduate kung hindi ka talaga marunong mag code.
Yes.
Like may ganun sila. So whenever syempre parang when you have that mental note, may parang bias ka na.
Yes, yes.
So parang when you look, okay to. So alam mo na, may bias ka na. Now, kailangan mo na lang ma-validate based sa mga ginagawa nila. Siyempre, may mga nakakalusot pa din, di ba? Hindi mo naman masabi yan. And then, you look at, for me, like, of course, the hiring process is subjective to the hiring person, di ba? So sa akin kasi, I really look for the quality talaga. Like yung raw characteristics. Like if they learn fast, how resilient they are, do they have the initiative to learn new things? Kasi kailangan mo yun eh. So makikita mo yun, like what you said, kung may mga like online courses silang tinake.
Yes.
Of course, hindi naman required ng school yun, but they're still taking it.
Yes, yes.
Or for example, if they're doing like their own private projects, it means that they're curious enough to do that. They're spending their own time really honing their skills.
Yeah.
So dun mo makikita eh. So I think to answer this question, as our episode title, do schools and grades still matter? I think yes. But it's small part.
Yeah. Agree.
No, yeah.
Kumbaga nagmamatter pa rin naman siya sa industry natin. Kumbaga, pag maganda yung school mo, maganda yung grades mo, kumbaga, pwede kang pumunta dun sa door eh.
Yes, yes.
Pero hindi ka pa pwedeng pumasok kasi kailangan mo pang patunayan na qualified ka dun sa posisyon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Parang
But
ganun.
not neglecting yung mga bumagsak ng courses nila college are not be eligible to hire. Hindi ganun yun. So usually we hard pa nga yung mas maraming bagsak because we see that mas masipag silang mag-aral. Okay. The value I value right now is I meet a lot of student in the event, especially from PUP that have multiple certifications na, particularly with the AWS. So yung palang, even though they are in the second year or third year, qualified na sila enough because they have the skill and the foundation to really do the job. Secondary na lang siguro, it will become to the financial pay on how much over the years they will gain it, and eventually hindi naman pag nasa industry ka na, it doesn't matter where your school came from.
Yeah.
Unless you're for an executive role, di ba? yan.
Sa grades, I think for me, may bias din ako dyan. Like just yesterday, I did an interview sa mga latest batch namin ng interns. No? Kasi we're organizing an internship batch for July. No? So, meron akong isang candidate na for me, it's a red flag. Like, if you are pursuing a software engineering role, tapos yung internship mo is not really related to software engineering role, it means that, it might be like not your strong point.
Yes.
So, QA yung role niya, and then may isa pa siyang role, technical support. So, parang, for me, why pursue that internship position na hindi naman talaga related? I mean, QA is still related, but of course, if you are really keen to be a software engineer, you'll pursue that as an intern role eh. Diba? And then, I look at dun sa school section, nakalagay magna cum laude.
Ooh.
So of course, like, there's a bias na eh.
Latino
Like,
honors.
I mean, kung top percentile siya dun sa class niya or the batch niya, I think I should give like a like benefit of the doubt to this candidate.
Kumbaga, case-to-case basis pa rin talaga.
Yeah.
yung
So it's again, it's one of the parameters that you should look at, but it's not the single thing that you should really look at for a candidate. No?
White Cloak Technologies is a custom software development company. They build mobile and web applications. They work with leading brands in banking and real estate. Visit their website at www.whitecloak.com to know more.
For example, like, meron ka na bang mga cases wherein you hired them based on the school and grades, tapos it turned out na, it's really a bad decision that you...
I do have, especially working for almost for the infrastructures. I do remember I hired one of a system admin for Unix side. He came from a top-notching school, so expected that he knows really the job well. It's not her mga second or third job niya na yata to. But during the performance, primarily he's lagging talaga. And working for a big company like IBM and the others, we do give a lot of trainings naman. We try him to pursue a lot of trainings, but really, hindi talaga siya makakatch up. So, during the regularization, after 5 months, we need to hard to say na no talaga.
Yeah. So, it means na wala siya nung like, hindi siya curious enough, hindi siya curious enough for him to learn it really well.
Yes. Usually, yan naman kasi hindi lang yung curious. Usually, it matters din the environment. We know working in the financial sector is really a toxic one. You have no holidays. Hindi talaga uso yung mag-file ng BL. So, usually, it really matters yung attitude in regulatory doing. So, usually, yung mga candidates rata, na, especially the youth right now, are mapili na rin. Especially during the talent acquisition pa lang, you heard from the lab of HR na ang prepare nila is hybrid. So from there, hiring yung mga early hire into a hybrid is napaka-critical. Siguro, yes, pwede, pero at least 3 days na sa office just to monitor ano talagang capable ng gawin.
Got it. Another one, like, for everyone, no? Do you have any experience hiring someone na hindi pa nakagraduate? And what's your like key takeaway from that experience?
Ako, immediately, I didn't graduate undergrad, but I finished my technical diploma in Japan for project management. And eventually, I hold about 110 certifications for all the technology. It really depends kasi. Right now, for a big company, we're really looking for the certified ones because they really know the in and outs. Secondary na lang yan if you're going into a very amateur position. I'm talking about the director position or an executive position. That matter.
That matters talaga. Because of, I think, because these organizations have like an ISO certification that really requires those position to have like a degree.
A degree or masters.
Masters.
In minimum. Yeah.
In your case, do you have experience hiring like candidates that didn't graduated yet?
Sa experience ko, wala pa. Pero meron ako na-experience na ako yung nag-hire dun sa boss ko.
Okay.
Parang nakakatuwa. Parang nakakatuwa kasi nung time na yun, hinire ko siya. Parang siyempre, alam ko na magiging boss ko siya. So, nag-ready talaga ako ng baka ako yung tanungin eh. Tapos, parang doon pa lang, okay, nag-ano kami sa Azure kami. Parang nag-fit kami doon sa doon sa work ethic na yun, sa skill niya. Tapos yung yung mentality niya, okay, ganyan. Tapos, ngayon, boss ko siya. Ang ganda nung namin, ang ganda nung naging work relationship namin. So, wala pa experience pero nakakatuwa lang na parang nung pumasok siya, nag-onboard siya. Sir, ako nga po pala yung nag-interview sa'yo. Pero boss yung tawag ko sa kanya. Nakakatuwa
Kasi
lang.
he's your supervisor.
Yeah.
Got it. How about you?
Well, sa amin, dito siguro pumapasok yung sa internship. Siguro yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. Though hindi ko pa totally na-hire, hindi ko pa pinipili. Pero nung nag-intern kasi siya, pasok siya sa culture na meron kami. So sabi niya sa akin, sir, baka pwedeng after ko dito, mag-join ako sa team ninyo. And then, based on our experiences working with him, talagang nag-fit siya. And after the graduation, saka pa lang siya na-in. I personally endorsed him sa aming HR, sa aming city mayor. So, I think naging maayos naman yung aming samahan. And yeah, from not being a student pa lang siya, then after graduation, tuloy-tuloy siya sa amin. So I think that's my experience.
Yeah, I know obvious na to, no, sa linya ng discussion natin ngayon. Pero I want to emphasize lang to. Meron na ba kayong experience na, of course, alam naman natin when we say reputable schools or for example, mga known schools, di ba? Alam natin yan, mga top schools, UP, Ateneo, blah, 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 di ba? Meron na ba kayong na-encounter na like, someone na nag-graduate sa hindi reputable or top schools na really outperform yung mga the ones that came from reputable or top schools?
Yeah, I do have. Especially in the infrastructure side, mostly our system admins and database admins, they really top perform.
So sa mga audience natin, ano yung tingin mong naging advantage nila why they are outperforming yung mga candidates or employees na nanggaling sa top schools?
I think isang value doon is they really love the technology they're handling it. Especially with database as system admin, there's a lot of scripting that you need to do, a lot of analytic analysis you need to, especially following then yung ITIL process. So usually they outperform in doing some innovations, scriptings, and automations. That's really help, especially in the work of reliability and cybersecurity. Minsan, may mga nakita pa ko ngayon na certified one came from the vocational schools lang that are earning top certification right now. Especially in cybersecurity, you really meet a lot of people regardless of school what they have. Especially somehow yung mga iba sa kanila are undergrad pa that really performing well.
Sa akin naman, pag ako kasi nag-technical interview, kasi yung position ko is architect, solution architect. So, meron talaga akong hands-on. Kumbaga parang, magsasabi ako ng, ito yung requirements ko, gawan mo ako ng architectural diagram. And then, gagawa ka, bibigyan kita ng time, tapos, i-explain mo sa akin kung paano mo dinesign, kung ano yung magiging impact nito sa customer at sa magiging operations. So doon pa lang kahit na doon pa lang pag na-explain mo siya, na-articulate mo siya ng maayos, ibig sabihin kumbaga competent tong aplikanteng to. So regardless kung kung galing ba sa top 3 yan o galing ba sa hindi kaya lang school, doesn't matter. As long as, ayun nga, pumasok ka dun sa criteria ko na skill set, check, company culture fit, check, chemistry, check, ka sa akin. Kumbaga, malaking go ka sa akin.
Okay, I think with that discussion that we had, there's already an answer to this episode. Do schools and grades still matter? Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
So yeah, we have to leave it at that.